TAQ Capital. Technical analysis quickly.
This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Before taking any action based on the information provided on this channel, it is recommended that you seek the advice of a professional licensed financial advisor.
Let's do this.
All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is kind of an emergency video here on Bitcoin because after my video this morning where it looked like the blue wedge did not reshape, I've since deleted the blue wedge, it did not reshape, so we ended up coming crashing down into the bottom of the orange wedge here. So when that happened, I thought we were going to be doing something like a bounce and then out of the orange and down below the blue and the green. But technically, like the blue wedge, similarly, the orange wedge here was originally a contact point right here. So when this came down and hit here, I had to move this bottom line from there to there just to see if we were going to reshape it. And if we do reshape it and it's not, starting a different wedge, then we're going considerably higher. So if this becomes the hit there, this actually becomes your first hit, obviously, second hit, third hit, and then fourth hit is going to be way up here, this 205.95, and that's what this retracement tool is doing. But if you notice, that'll break us out of the symmetrical teal wedge, it'll break us out of the red wedge, and it will break us out of this blue wedge or set a new high. So there's a good chance we're actually going to hit the orange line, which is the wedge that we have been in since the peak of the market. So if we hit that, we could be looking at a bounce down, up and out. And that bounce could be a significant bounce. Like it could take us way down outside of this blue, this green, and this orange and bust all three of the wedges before we go back up, because there's plenty of room in this orange wedge for us to do something like that. I mean, jumping out to the 1 hour, you still can't even see the bottom of the orange. It's way over here. So if I jump out further to the 6 hour, so you can actually see the orange wedge down here, us bouncing off this orange wedge, coming down, breaking out of the blue and the green, and coming back up and breaking out like this. That's not hard to imagine at all. That conserves the purple. It conserves the blue. All of the wedges would agree with this. So there's two possible scenarios. And I'm actually thinking that this might be the more probable one at the moment. Because down here we had bullish divergence on the 4 hour. And you can see that we busted way out and then only went slightly out, right? I think we're going to do the same thing maybe. Bust way out and then come slightly out, because this Bollinger Band is going to grow with it, right, as we come up like this. So if we only have a slightly out, it'll be the exact same thing we had here. So it's not unheard of. For us to be way out, come down and do that is also very possible. So there's two different ways. But the way that I discovered this is when I switched, I got rid of all these old little wedges that we weren't using anymore, ones that had kind of paved the way for me to see how things unfolded. And then I saw this orange wedge. Now, this dashed one is the maybe line at the top. If, in fact, this is a reshaping of the wedge, then we go to a second hit, third hit, and then fourth hit. And that'll be up here on the orange dashed line. But there's no telling that orange dashed line isn't just going to be something more like this, where we just shoot way past it. And, if we're going to do the retracement from the bottom here to the top there, and that takes us up to the 2571-ish. And, 20,600, or actually 20,000, 21,000, depending on where it hits, is the orange line of the wedge that we've been in since the peak. So we could be anywhere in this vicinity up here by the time this thing's played out. Due to the fact this is an emergency video, I'm going to hurry up and get this up. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I hope no one's been burned out there, but just be careful. It's either up or down. I know that sounds stupid, but there's two ways this very well could play out. and all of these wedges agree with the little ones out of there, and I'm seeing this on a cleaner slate. This is my favorite choice. But this is what I'm talking about. That last blue wedge, it did this, turned out to not be the case. This orange wedge is doing it, and it turns out it could be the case. So it's just, I mean, the wedges aren't perfect, but it's better than nothing. Anyway, I'm going to post this thing up. Have a great day out there. I'll catch you in the next video.